Hey guys, Maddie here, and I'm here to share with you my story. My story starts with a typical Christian household. Baptized as a baby, confirmed in middle school, spent my summers at church camp and retreats. You know the drill. Growing up as a Christian, I had never had that aha moment or that 180-degree flip that most people have when they find God. My faith was always in my life. It was a constant. But it was really just in the background until I made that conscious commitment to give my life to God. Up until my high school years, I was only really going through the motions of my faith. I had recommitted my life to Christ when I went through confirmation, and was very good about being excited for Jesus when I was at camp or on retreat. After confirmation, though, I no longer made the conscious effort to live every day for Christ. I didn't have to go to church on Sundays or Wednesday night classes anymore, so I didn't. School and work and activities consumed my life. I still had my faith, but it was something I put on the back burner, something I went to only when I really needed it. I rarely ever prayed anymore. When I did, I always asked God for the things that I wanted or things that my friends needed, and I never thanked Him. I had taken for granted all the wonderful things He had given me. High school was an amazing time. New friends, new experiences, and so much new knowledge. I loved every minute of it, until sophomore year. Long story short, my grandma had passed away that spring. My mom was traveling more for work, and I got deeply involved with people who were very negative influences on me. I started trying to solve my friends' problems, which were way bigger than any high schooler should ever have to deal with. I was so busy taking care of other people and their problems that I couldn't see the turmoil happening in my own life. I had stopped communicating with my mom. My dad and I got into more arguments. My schoolwork started to slip. Relationships with my friends started to change. I was not the same person I had started high school as. I felt like my life was spinning out of control, and I could do absolutely nothing to stop it. I felt as if I had no purpose. All I wanted was my life back. That's when I was diagnosed with depression. Thankfully, my parents and my God hadn't given up on me. I believe that God gave my mom the foresight to see that what I was going through was not normal teenage angst. Through some much-needed reconnecting, we started to talk about the possibility of depression and went to get me checked and eventually diagnosed. Now, I know what you're all thinking. Okay, great, another sob story about a depressed person who miraculously recovered. Awesome, cool, whoop-de-doo. But there is a greater power in all of this. His name is Jesus Christ. I believe that He picked me up and carried me when I did not have the strength to walk myself. After I started treatment for my depression, I realized how many things could have gone wrong in that period of my life, and how many things didn't. I was finally able to see what God wanted to do with me and my life, and that I did have a purpose for being on this earth. God started to work in my life in ways that I didn't even realize right away. He gave me back my passion for caring for others, and presented me with an opportunity to work at a therapeutic horseback riding ranch for kids with disabilities. One thing led to another, and through a series of seemingly unrelated events, He placed so many wonderful people in my life that helped me find the career I want to pursue, which is occupational therapy. I know now, of course, that these events were very purposeful and very God-given. God opened so many doors for me to walk through and see the direction He wanted me to go. He even led me to the college I'm at today, where I'm filming this video. Now, everything has not been peaches and cream since then. I still struggle with depression, and I will most likely have it for the rest of my life. However, I know now, though, through my struggles, that God is always there to lean on. He will gladly carry me when I can't carry myself. Knowing this, though, does not mean that I don't struggle with my faith. I struggle each and every day. Being dependent on someone is really hard for me, much less being dependent on someone you can't even see. I have to make the conscious decision every single day to give my life up to my Creator, and that's really hard. But I know that if God has gotten me this far, He'll continue to stick with me, even if I do put Him on the back burner sometimes. And that's my faith story.